Let's start talking about bluegrass by learning the bluegrass strumming pattern that you need to play bluegrass songs. Let's make a G chord, just a regular G chord, not this one, not the 4-finger shape, but the 3-finger shape. That's traditionally the G shape that you're going to want to use in bluegrass music. So come down here and just play the E string with a downstroke, just that one note. After you play that, you're going to strum with a down up. And that's the basic coordination you need to get down. Just one bass note and then down up with your strum. Now it's kind of over-exaggerating the motions there. When you do this, you're going to want to keep your motions really efficient, keep your pick close to the string, and use your wrist for most of the strumming, because a lot of bluegrass tunes are pretty fast and you're going to want to be really quick with your strumming. There's no way you can do that if you're using your elbow for your strumming all the time. So take some time, get used to that news pattern, and then once you do that, you can go on to the first example. The only thing that really changes in the first example is your bass note. You're going to play what we just did, and then you're going to come back this time and play that bass note again, but you're going to alternate to the 5th string. So play the 5th string with just a downstroke and then do your strumming again. And that's what you have to get used to doing. You have to play 6th string, strum, then go to the 5th string, strum, and then alternate back to the 6th string and so on. Now that takes quite a bit of accuracy and good aim with your pick to hit those bass notes. So what you want to do is just actually look at your bass strings that you're picking. When you first start out, so you can kind of hone in your aim and get it to where you can hit those strings that you intend to hit. What we're going to do is take a C chord now instead of our G chord and apply our basic bluegrass strumming pattern to a C chord, because C is the 4 chord in the key of G and you're going to be using those 2 open chords a lot in bluegrass. Now, same strumming pattern, but the bass notes we're going to play now are going to change. We're going to start on the 5th string with our first note and then strum, and then you're going to go to your 4th string and then strum. And you'll notice whenever I do my strumming on chords like this for bluegrass, I don't necessarily hit all the strings with my down up strum. I kind of leave that bass note out to let it ring out. So practice doing your bluegrass strumming pattern on the C chord right here. This next little exercise is just getting you used to using that standard bluegrass strumming pattern on a G chord and then switching to a C chord. So give this one a try slowly at first. Once you have it clean, you can ramp it up a little bit. Now let's throw in a D chord into the mix, and when you play bluegrass, you're going to hear a 1-4-5 progression over and over again in a lot of different bluegrass songs. So if we're in the key of G, a 1-4-5 progression would be G, C, D. So that's what we're going to do. We've already been playing a G and a C chord with our bluegrass strumming pattern. Now let's switch to a D chord, and now we're going to hit the 4th string to start our pattern with, strum. And then we're going to go to the 5th string. This one's a little bit different. 5th string open, and then a strum. So practice that a little bit. And then see if you can throw it in with your G-C progression. So that's your basic bluegrass strumming pattern in a 1-4-5 progression in the key of G. And if you can do that, you can show up to a bluegrass jam if you have a capo and pretty much play along to almost any song if you have that strumming pattern down.